It is official. The Paramount era is looking pretty trash. UFC 329. Conor McGregor loses in the first round of the rematch with Max Holloway, and we're going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more fighting. What the did I just watch? I waited all this time to watch a fight that lasted like 20 seconds, bro. 20 seconds. I'm not going to make this video too long. They came out. Energy looked good from Max Holloway to me, right? Looked like regular Max Holloway. He was ready. It looked like Conor McGregor had a bit of nerves, you know what I mean? But I'm like, all right, I'm not going to sweat it. He's a professional. He wants to do it. First fight back in 5 years. The man runs out and tries to kick like Van Damme, slips, and I'm like, he misses wildly. So I'm like, what was that? Okay, fake blood sport over here. Bang! Right? Slips on the ground. Max Holloway, sees him on the ground, gets on him, lands a couple punches. Then Max is looking at him because he got back up and he fell again. Like clearly compromised, clearly, look, he on the ground, he on his knees, you know what I mean? And Max is seeing all this, and he like falling over, falling back. It looked bad, man. It looked very geriatric, very, I don't even know what y'all want me to say. Look at Max, he's like, come on, ref. Max didn't even want to hit him. He on the ground and he has a defenseless Conor McGregor who came out and tried to do Jorge Masvidal type of explosive opening when he kneed Ben Askren. He tried this wild kick and then fell and blew out his knee. That's what they're saying. How embarrassing, man. How embarrassing. Now, again, I started this video saying the Paramount era sucks. The UFC appears to be cursed ever since they did this deal. Like Paramount giving them billions of dollars for 7 years or whatever it is. This is just bad. The Patty fight with Saint, it was the same thing. Saint came out rushing him. Patty said pre-fight that he was going to choke out the dude, and then the dude rushed him. It gets crocodile rolled, rear naked choke, fight over. So the pacing on this card was absolutely horrible. It was very slow in between fights. It'd be a lot of talking and dialogue, and it was just too much talking and not enough action. And then you have Conor McGregor injured, so it kind of plays out like the Dustin Poirier fight where he first got injured 5 years ago, but probably even worse because I'd have to watch it again, but I want to say the Dustin Poirier fight, it's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad, man. Yeah, that at least I think it was somewhat competitive. This wasn't even a fight. Max Holloway didn't even want to hit him. He landed a couple of strikes. Conor just blew out his knee in seconds. And what I'm wondering is, why would Conor McGregor do that, right? Why would he come out guns blazing off a 5-year hiatus and way out of range, way out of reach, and try to kick at Max Holloway? So to me, the whole approach was pretty stupid. Horrible game plan from Conor McGregor. I don't know what you're thinking. Who the f is that? Like all the trash talk. He was like, you're blessed. I'm going to bless you with this payday and then bless you with a butt whooping. I'm going to whoop you. Max Holloway got paid millions for that. Conor McGregor got paid millions for that. This Paramount era has been bad, I'm telling you. And then you have Shakur Stevenson, who just signed with these people, Zuffa Boxing, Dana White, and then he's in the crowd, and they talking about Jalen Williams. It says OKC Thunder guard. This man is like 5'8", 5'9", and they put in an NBA player. This is Shakur Stevenson, by the way. And just in case you don't watch basketball, that's who they thought he was. Like, so this whole outfit needs to do better, bro. Like, that doesn't even look like Shakur Stevenson, except for a little small taper fro. And they Shakur side over there. And they don't they're not even calling you by your rightful name. And then the Patty fight lasts 30 seconds and they have an hour intermission. They have all this Ninja Turtle smoke and fog machines and stuff. The ring walks. Conor finally gets in, and then his rematch with Max Holloway ends in horrible fashion. Truly horrible fashion, right? At this point, I don't even know if Conor McGregor can make a comeback. I mean, you're just getting injured too much. It's just not good. And I was optimistic. I like Max Holloway. I like Conor McGregor, but I was optimistic that imagine if Conor McGregor won and then Patty just won on the co-main event, that would be a huge fight. Ireland versus UK, you know what I mean? Patty versus Conor. But after an abysmal performance, it's like, why even make that fight? So Conor McGregor, it like all that training, he looked focused, he looked locked in, and all for it not to work out and you to re-injure yourself. That has to be embarrassing. Like, you're falling on the ground. You can't even stand. You can't even support your weight after a 5-year hiatus from the sport. And it all stems from, why would you come from an injury and then run out? Look, Max had the guard up. Why did you think he was going to fall for that? Like, why would you be so aggressive off the heels of an injury, right? It just, to me, I don't even understand, unless you were just nervous and you just decided to do anything. But the man could not stand. That was a egregious error from a veteran to just run out and try. And the thing is, if you don't know, power is generated with your legs. If you don't have any legs, you can't really dig in and get that power. If Conor has his legs, then he always has a chance because he does have a lot of power and he's a southpaw. So to be compromised and blow out your knee to the point where you can't stand, can't put no weight on it, all right, you just gave away any possibility. If you injured your right hand, you still could use the left and still win the fight. But it's going to be very, very hard to generate power when you can barely stand and you're falling at will. So it was really a sad watch. Zuffa boxing, Zuffa UFC. This Paramount stuff is not adding up. All that money, and they're like, oh, the fights are now on Paramount Plus. You don't have to pay for pay-per-view. Good, because none of these fights have been worth it. That White House card, no. The only fight that I watched that maybe you could have put, and not even the undercard, but the main event, was Justin Gaethje and Patty when they fought in January. But ever since the Paramount era, none of these fights could even be pay-per-views. And even if they were, I mean, imagine charging people $80 for a pay-per-view and Conor McGregor runs out like a maniac trying to, like, I don't know if he's still thinking about the Roadhouse movie. This ain't a movie. He came out doing his Roadhouse kill. You're not in there with Jake Gyllenhaal. Max Holloway is a decorated Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer, and you just blew it. I'm done. I don't got nothing else to say because right now, this video is longer than the actual fight. So that means it's time for me to wrap it up. Horrible main event. The card was not that good. A lot of Corey was on there. Sandhagen, he got injured. The Patty fight was short.